the stories that I used to do on that.
Tell us about the high-speed chase.
High-speed chase is pretty fucking funny though.
Oh, the high-speed chase? Well, I was high on dope on that one. Fucking. This was back when me and Mallory started talking again, my baby mama. And fucking, she was like, well, we're going to the zoo for the first time for Keaton. We'd like you to be there. And I was like, alright, I won't miss it for nothing. And I was high. I was fucking high out my mind. So I borrowed some snitch's car. And I fucking started driving it to Wichita from here in Pratt. And I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was just high out my mind, so I was just fucking going down the road, and I was going about 80 miles an hour. And I ran up on the ass of the state trooper. And
Oh,
I'm
God.
on the run from probation and shit, because just a week before, I went out of state to Colorado, smoked a bunch of weed, and was fucking at a G-Eazy concert. And my probation officer told me to come check in. I was like, I can't today, I can do it Friday, if you allow me to do it Friday. And she was like, no, if you ain't here in the morning by 9 o'clock, I'm gonna assume that you're on the run. I was like, well, I guess I'm running then, bitch, and hung up on her. And then fucking, so I'm driving down the road, and I pull up on this fucking cop, and I was like, I don't know if that's a trooper or not, and fucking, it was a fucking trooper, man. So I pull over after he fucking goes into the left lane, slows down, and then pulls behind me. And I pull over, and he's like, you know how fast you're going? I was like, yep. He was like, alright, well, I need your license registration. I was like, well, this ain't my vehicle, and I don't have a license. He was like, well, what's your name? I said, Jason. He was like, Jason what? I said, Jason Blennis. I gave him my brother's name. He was like, alright, what's your social security number? I was like, I don't know my social security by heart. When I lost my wallet, I lost, my social security, which I know my social security by heart. I mean, everyone does. But still, I played it off like I was dumb and bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, he was like, alright, well, I'm gonna run back here real fast, run your name, see if, everything checks out, yada, yada. He comes back, and then he asked me to raise up my sunglasses so he could look at my eyes. So I raise up my sunglasses and lower them real fast. I do like a little flick with them. I just lift them up, put them down real fast. He's like, alright, well, your eyes aren't green. I was like, I'm also not 6'2" and 230 pounds, you dumb son of a bitch, and took off on him. And we're going down the road. Well, yeah. I'm going down the road, and I'm maxing this fucking little Saturn Ion out at fucking 110 mile an hour. I got people on me. I'm going. And right, fucking, I max this bitch out at 110. This fucking motherfucker thinks he's gonna sneak up behind me and try to fucking cut around in front of me and get going. And that's just not how it was today, sir. Not today. And fucking, I sat there and I ended up fucking getting in front of him, swerving all over the road, making sure that he couldn't get in front of me. And then I took the first exit, and I was going to take that first right, but there was a whole bunch of fucking street workers at the time working on the street. So I was like, fuck it, and went left. Well, there's this semi-truck that thought he was going to be a fucking hero and try and stop me. And I was like, that's not how this works, bud. I'll fucking lean this bitch back and make it like it's fucking Tokyo Drift and sit up under the son of a bitch and just go right up under the ass end of you. Well, I leaned my seat back, and I was dead ass about to drive up under this motherfucker. And ending up, this he ends up pulling up forward, so I whip around the ass end of him, and I hit the dirt road. And this motherfucker right here hits the dirt road with me. I'm going 110 down this motherfucking dirt road, and he's keeping up with me the whole fucking time. I'm like, alright, bet. I'll go places your motherfucking ass won't. And ended up going through a couple cornfields, and he kept following me, and I was like, alright. And I went through a couple barbed wire fences and shit like that. And I was like, alright. And he kept going with me too. And I was like, cool, cool. Keep following me, bitch. I'll go places you won't take that fucking little city car right there. And ended up, where the fuck is this dude?
He's up top.
No. Ended up fucking, oh, I'm out of fucking bullets. Shit. It fucking ended up, I'm going down the road and shit. And this motherfucker right here. Alright, cool beans. This
revive.
Where are you? Okay, I see you. And fucking this dude, he's following me through this field. So I see this little burr, like where they push all this land up and there's trees growing out of it and shit. And there's just wide enough opening for me to fit this fucking car in. And so I dumped the car right up that fucking hill. I jumped this bitch. And all I see is nothing but sky. And and he didn't follow me through that one. So I kept fucking going, shooting out and shit, and fucking kept
You
going.
had a gun?
And I jumped in No, I didn't have no gun on me.
Oh.
But I jumped the car that first time, he didn't follow. And when I seen nothing but sky, all of a sudden I seen nothing but dirt. And fucking, I hit the ground and I fucking immediately tasted blood. I wiped my nose to see if I was bleeding.
You're amazing.
And I wasn't fucking bleeding.
Y'all have ammo by chance?
Yeah, I gave you all that ammo.
Here.
And fucking,
Thank you.
I jumped it again, jumped it 2-3 more
You sure you don't want
times.
the gold pump?
And I ended up blowing out the tires, and after
does.
blowing out the tires, I blew up the whole fucking car,
Oh, you have a gold one.
running from the
Which one do you
running
want?
from the cop.
Oh,
And
it's all
after
good.
I
have
blew
one of
that
mine.
up, I kept
picked the blue
fucking
one up for
running
you.
on foot.
All right.
And
Thank
I
you.
was ducking and diving through the woods and shit, and then I got back out to an open field, and I started army crawling through the field, and I stuck my fucking head up, which I shouldn't have fucking did to see where they were at. When I stuck my fucking head up, these sons of bitches saw me, and I know they did. They started shooting out with 2 trucks. I had like 17 fucking cop cars on me. These 2 fucking F-150s come shooting out through the fucking field, and they're like, I guess he hit the tree line. I was like, I know y'all fucking saw me. I ain't fucking dumb. Well, they come over the fucking hill where I'm laying down at with fucking AR-15s pointed at my fucking face. Don't move, don't move. I was like, I ain't moving, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting right here. And by that time, the fucking state trooper that was initially chasing me and shit comes up, saves me because some rookie was about to fucking pull the trigger and shoot me. And thank God that motherfucker came up when he did. He was like, yeah, that fucking rookie was about to shoot you, motherfucking ass. And I was like, well, thank you. And he was like, so you gonna tell me who you are? Yeah, I got some. I'll split it with you.
All right, thank you.
He's like, so you gonna tell me who you are? I was like, yeah, my name's Jacob. And he was like, what's your social? And I told him my social and everything. He was like, see, I just felt like having some fun, I guess. He was like, that's your idea of fun? I was like, for the moment it was. The best adrenaline rush I ever had.
Storm's coming. We need to go.
Yeah, and fucking, they ended up taking me to jail and all this, so I had like a withdrawal from the dope, and I ended up seizing out because I got my heart too amped up. Like my heart was fucking hella pumping due to the drugs and the fucking adrenaline and everything, and I ended up having a seizure, and I almost died that day too.
Jesus.
It was a fun time. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
I know what it is. I know what it's like to almost die. It sucks.
I've came towards death a couple of times. That's why I'm deaf in my left ear.
I've only came across death.
How'd you get
or
deaf in
close
your
to death
left ear?
once.
Because I tried to commit suicide. I was trying to toe trigger a shotgun.
Oh.
Yeah, I put the barrel up under my chin and put my big toe in the trigger. and I was gonna pull it. My brother Jason kicked it out from under my chin, and it went off next to my left ear. Boom. Yes, sir.
And then
That's
I
why.
drowned as a kid.
I drowned as a kid too.
I tried to drown myself
Why?
Man, that's one of the worst
because
deaths.
I was trying to kill myself.
What the fuck was you trying to kill yourself for?
There's a lot.
Yeah, same. But
a
mine
lot
at
of-
that time was a dumb reason. It was over a bitch.
There's a lot that I've gone through that a lot of people don't know.
Same.
Because when I explain it to people, they don't believe me.
Man, people go through some shit sometimes. Whether or not you believe the story, it doesn't matter. At least we
See,
know
but
it's
mine's
true.
different though. Like, I don't experience it, but I do. You know, like
Yeah.
In a dream?
It's a fucking XP coin.
it's
in a
not a
tree.
dream. That's the thing. It happens when I'm asleep, yes, but it's not a dream.
Well, so what is it?
So okay, it's gonna sound like really weird. The main reason why people don't believe me. But I'll when I go to sleep, sometimes I watch people die.
Yeah, like deja vu.
No, but like I'm actually there. Like, okay, so
Oh, looks like you're not in your body watching.
I used to live in California, right?
Yeah, you grew up in California till you were 7.
Yeah. Well, a few years ago, like 2 blocks away from my nana's house, there was a kid who walked out of his house and walked a block away from his house, which would have been a block away from my nana's house, and then got stabbed 17 times. But I had watched it happen before it actually happened.
Oh, that's cool as shit. How'd you
No,
manage that one?
It's not. It sucks. You have to watch people die in front of you, dude.
I mean, I've seen people die in front of me. That ain't shit.
I mean-
honestly. No, well, it's not shit to me. But I've also been through a lot of different shit too. That, ooh, fuck, the storm was right there on my ass.
Like, I've
Chopper.
seen little kids.
Yeah, see, now that's different. That would fuck me up. Oh shit, I thought you got in.
It wouldn't let me in. No, like, I've seen the kid who got stabbed 17 times in the chest he was a teenager. He was like 18. I have watched people hang themselves. And it sucks
Ow!
because I can't physically do anything about it.
They're streamers.
Definitely.
Like, I've tried and tried to go help the
So
person
you're
or
like
save
a
them.
median, not a medium, a medium. There we go.
I mean, I guess you could say, but like, it sucks because there's this one time where I've actually tried to help. You know, I've tried to get as close as I can to help them, but it won't let me. Like, I can only
more
get
on
so
a spiritual
close.
basis.
Like, I can only get so close, and then it just stops me right there, and then I have to watch it happen.
That's cray cray.
Then it happens. Then I wake up. I mean, I'm sweating and everything. I'm like burning up. I gotta throw the cover off me. I've gotta sit down and like recover what just happened.
Yeah.
I've gotta sit down, drink me some water or something, whatever I have, you know, because it sucks.
I used to have the same nightmare from when I was 5 until I was 10 years old. Every night, every single night, for 5 years.
I also used to have a nightmare that reoccurred so many times.
What nightmare was it for you, Dad?
It was Chucky, pretty much. I'm
Dude,
sure it
mine
has
makes
some
no sense.
significance to it, but like it would be Chucky every night, killing me, my family, and everything like this. But it was fucking like it would happen in different places. You know what I mean? Like
See,
different
mine
shit.
always
Like I
happened at
remember
the
this
same
one.
place, at the same time.
That's crazy.
And it was weird because it was always the same dream. And it sounds really weird when I explain it. Because even when I think about it, it's like, that's probably the stupidest thing you can be scared of. But,
Did Adeline grab my charger or something?
Oh no, mine was up there, the black one, which is like right there.
but the dream that I had that reoccurred over and over again, I was playing basketball, right? And it was when I lived in Arizona with my dad and sisters. And it was me and my older sister, we was shooting basketball. And my dad had hollered for us to go in and eat. And then I took the basketball and shot one last shot. And it had bounced off the backboard, went in, and it was bouncing. But it kept bouncing at the same height.
I wonder what that's about.
Hello?
Weird. Almost like something's trying to bother
mic
you.
kinda cut out.
Kinda.
Anyway, the basketball would just bounce at the same height. And then I would keep getting closer to the door, and it would still be bouncing.
God, I can't even do anything. I hate this game.
And then I would, when I got to the door, it would turn around with like a scary, creepy face on it, and would start bouncing towards me. So I deadbolted the door and stuff, and we had the old little like lock that you put on and then you slide it.
Yeah.
I did that one and stuff, and then the basketball kept coming close to me and stuff, and my dad. But he wouldn't do anything at all. Dude, my game is lagging.
No.
Okay, anyway,
Fuck this game for real though. They're a bunch of bitches.
the basketball would end up busting through the door, and I would run to the back of the house, and then before it could get to me, I would wake up.
That's crazy.